We're going to explain the shear pin situation on the MCDs. We are slowly designing out of the shear pin, but right now I have a lot of units out there with shear pins in it. What the shear pin does is protect the two augers in the cement bin. So if you get a hard chunk of cement in it, you drove down the road many miles, hundreds of miles, the cement's compact, you may break this pin. They break for no reason at all also. Is that shock load of on and off, on and off. It will weaken that pin over time. So under this shield, we'll get it opened up. Our shear pin on this unit is located right here. There is times that it could be located under a shield down here under off the conveyor shaft. This unit happens to have a 2-speed, so we put the shear pin after all the sprocket drives and stuff on the 2-speed. You notice it's flush. It's the silver item right here is the shear pin. Depending on the unit series, typically the 100 series and the 50 series will have a 3 or a 4P series pin, and the 150 series could have a 5 or a 6P pin. We've got to make sure we have the correct pin so you don't overload it or underload it where you don't have the torque. They got set screws here to hold it in position, and the pins are flush on both sides when you put it in. If you put the pin in too far or not far enough, you won't have the shearing effect. So that it's important that you get this in here at the correct depth. Like I said, this pin protects these two drives, these two augers. So it's there for a purpose. You break a pin, and I see a lot of this happening. People will put a bolt in it because they run out of pins. You're asking for major breakdown when you put a bolt in here. I've seen them twist shafts, I've seen them break sprockets, break clutches. They tear things up when you put a bolt in there because it's going to find the next weakest link. So always carry pins in the truck. Have yourself a little crescent wrench, a hammer, and a punch so that you can replace this pin. It's very important that you have this in there correctly.